guys, it's sick tea time. I'm getting more used to it. So Krender calls this sick tea. I've only ever called it throat coat because that's typically what I use it for. But he and I were talking and we realized that we have almost the same recipe for a drink that we make when we're not feeling well. Although I personally have mostly only ever used it when I was coming off the stage. If I had a week that I knew I was going to be performing every night, if my throat started to feel like I might lose my voice, I would make this because it really feels just very cleansing. And there's a lot of honey in it, so it's a throat coat. It's a legitimate throat coat, and it tastes delicious. So the basic recipe, which is still in line with Krender's, is a cup of water, a cup of fresh lemon juice, I would say like I eyeball it, but a heaping tablespoon of ginger, and then I just squeeze a bunch of honey in there. I'd say probably like 2 or 3 tablespoons, and you can put more in if you want, but you boil all of that together. And it's delicious. It tastes so good, and it feels so good on your throat. If you're sick and you're coughing a bunch, it's so good. It feels wonderful. So I was talking about this with Krender, and Krender was like, that is almost my exact recipe, except I also put in apple cider vinegar and cayenne pepper. And I was like, both of those things are very good for you. I should probably try that just to see if I like it. Because, okay, when I was a kid, not even when I was a kid, just when I was living at home, if I got sick, I would be fed toast with raw minced garlic on it, because garlic and onions are both very good for you when you're sick. And then like a small cup, like a small amount of apple cider vinegar. Both of those things proven to be very good for you when you're sick, and just good for you in general, but like you shouldn't be, drinking it all the time. It's just, it helps. So I remember the very first time that I drank apple cider vinegar, laying on the floor, spread eagle, and legitimately thinking to myself, what if I die right now? Because it's so caustic. So it just feels like it's burning your insides. And you're like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. But I felt way better the next day. And whether that's because of the garlic and the apple cider vinegar or not, I was like, well, I can't complain. I feel a lot better now. But I asked Krender how much of each to put in, and he gave me kind of like vague instructions. He was like, put enough cayenne pepper that it like covers the top, like you sprinkle it all over the top. And I was like, okay. Because remember, it's in a pan, like in a little saucepan. So just, sprinkle a little so that it's like on the top. It's like, all right. And then just stir it in. I was like, all right. And then with that apple cider vinegar, I just put in like, probably like 3 tablespoons worth. But yes, phone. Somebody is talking to me on Twitter. Don't care. So I made it last night. I'm still drinking it today because I like it. It tastes really good, but I put too much cayenne pepper, or maybe the right amount of cayenne pepper in there. Every time I drink it, I'm like, oh, oh. It's gonna, whatever is happening in here, it's gonna burn it out. It's all gonna just get burned out, because everybody seems to be convinced that I'm not actually sick, that I just exhausted myself, which is fine. It's fine because I have a 2-week break now, so I'm like, whatevs. Oh my goodness, the handyman came over today and to fix my back door. Okay, so my back door was never legitimately fixed. I gave it like a weird kind of fix. And then I was also putting like stuff in front of the door so that if somebody did break in. Anyways, so the handyman was finally able to come over. It turns out that he had called me when my phone was stolen. And so I never got the message, and I had kind of forgotten about it. And then my landlady called and was like, did he ever fix your door? And I was like, no, but that's probably my fault. So we finally set up a time, and he came over and he fixed it today. And he was very sweet. I'm trying to even remember why I mentioned this. Why don't I? Oh, because I had said that he was asking me about my work. And I was like, well, I make YouTube videos. And he was like, okay. And I was like, and I mean, that's it. Like, I make YouTube videos at the studio and I make videos at home. And he asked me what I was doing today, and I said, well, I'm gonna make some YouTube videos. And he was like, even on Sunday? It's like, well, yeah, I do it every day, honestly. I make a video every single day, at least one. And that blew his mind. He was like, most people are so lazy. You're winning the fight against laziness. I was like, thank you. It's like, yeah, He was like, but it seems like you like to work. It's like, I do. But I like to work a lot and then like have a little bit of time to relax. And then work a lot and then have some time to relax. And he was like, makes sense. He was really, really nice. And I had a blast watching him fix my door because I was like, how are you going to do this? Because I was convinced that this door would have to be replaced. I was convinced. I was like, there's no way. There's no way you're going to be able to do this. He figured it out, man. He patched that door right up. I was like, okay, never mind. So my door is fixed now, and that's nice. It is delicious. It's honestly like a delicious drink, I think, which is why I make it so often. But not used to that cayenne being in there. Actually, you know what? The cayenne might be kind of a blessing because I typically drink this too fast because I think it's so delicious. So every time I would get sick, I would make a bunch of this and then just like drink all of it. Maybe it's good that the cayenne and apples, I can taste both. Maybe it's good that both of those are in there because it makes me drink it slower because they're both, just very like vicious. So yeah, you should try it sometime. Any of you who are in theater, there you're on stage, or if your throat is hurting, like just try making this. It tastes really, really good and it's really good for you. Yeah, today I'm gonna play some Always Remember Me. I'm very excited because I think my still slightly fuzzy brain is the perfect time to be playing Always Remember Me. But I am feeling so much better. So much better. I still feel tired, but I just feel way better in general, which is nice. And normally when I'm sick, this is weird, I think. Normally when I'm sick, I clean a lot because I think the only thing that makes sense to me for why I would be that way is that I feel gross, and so I don't want my environment to also feel gross, you know? So like yesterday I woke up and I still felt awful. And I immediately started cleaning the living room. I was like, this is no. So like I cleared out all of this and I started like fixing some stuff in the kitchen and got my clothes all together in the bedroom, and then I felt so tired and went back to bed. But it's weird, I think. I don't think that most people do that, but I don't know. I just like for my world to feel cleaner. And like right there, I took a bunch of paintings down because I was like, it feels so cluttered. So I took paintings down. I don't know, guys, but it's good. It's good because it's making me think to myself, oh, this is stuff I should have done forever ago. I just didn't do it, and now I'm sick, so now I'm doing it. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense, but that's okay. Bites. It bites you. Okay, I'm gonna go and play some games and eat something because I haven't eaten today. But I hope that you guys had an amazing day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow.